Welcome back. This is part 37 of Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire. In the last episode, I gotta turn my TV off. In the last episode, what did we do? I don't even know what we did. I think we went on the abandoned ship. Let me make sure I have a rappel up. I do have to turn this down, but I'm gonna just rock with it because I can't be turning it down this time. I can't turn the sound down this time. Alright, let me actually check the map. This time we're headed to Pacifidlog town. And yes, we're right on this route. Is that even a route? I didn't know this was a route here. Maybe it's not. I'll check when we get to Route 130. Let's see. And we should have some trainers to fight. I did not clear out all the trainers like this lady. You have to swim, cycle, then run in a marathon and a thing. Yeah, I can't do a triathlon because I can't swim. I cannot swim. I would drown on the third event, or whichever event the swimming would be. But I did, okay, I fought like 2 people before I got to this part of the area. I was at Mossy City, and I was like, oh, let me get started, and I'll fight these people. And I was like, I don't feel like doing that, because I have to do it before I record. And by the time I get to where I want to be, I don't feel like recording anymore, so I'm like, let me just fight through the people. It'll make for a longer episode, because after this, honestly, after this, we're just about done. We have one more city to go, one more major plot-important city, not including Evergrande and the Pokemon League. So we do have to be in Sootopolis. That's why it's still raining here. Alright, let's see. Pokénap. I want to see. Oh, wow. Oh, that is right. Okay. The music changed because it stopped raining. That's crazy. There's like a little border here. If I don't fight everybody, I'm going to fight them off screen. That's a given. But I guess let's go with me out front. I do have to train him up because Brand is not going to get a lot of training in the next gym, so I want to fight him or get him up a little bit at least. I might be using the rare candy that I have on him just to even out the levels a little bit. But what's new? Today is the 23rd of March. The Nintendo Switch has been out for like, what, 2 weeks now? 2 weeks? The 3rd? 2 days? 20 days? That's almost 3 weeks. Jesus, I still don't have one. I have resolved, if I find one in the store... Well, here's the thing. I want to get one because I got money that's burning a hole in my pocket right now. I'm going to stay with me. I want to get one because I have some extra money coming in. I'm like, okay, let me go pick up a Switch. If I find one, I'm tempted to get it. But Nintendo just announced that they are acknowledging the claims regarding the left Joy-Con, I believe it is, and the fact that it has some sort of problem that's not widespread, but it's widespread enough where there's complaints, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm like, maybe I should wait for the second pressing, if you will, the third pressing of these units. But at the same time, like, I don't really have a need for a Switch. I think it would look nice in my little entertainment center here. I got the black Wii U. I have the, unfortunately, what is that? Oh, unfortunately, wait, what is that? Oh, unfortunately, the black and the orange PS4, because I bought the Black Ops edition because it came with a terabyte of memory, and all you other fools who got the OG PS4s with the 500 gigabytes, we don't mess with that. I got games. It's crazy though, because as I'm going through this, let's go to Chubbs. As I'm going through this, I was going through my system's hard drive, the PS4, on a completely different note, and I was looking at how much space I've used, and out of like the 960 gigabytes available or whatever, I used like 863 at the time, and I was like, holy crap, because, okay, Black Ops takes like 86 gigs, GTA 5 takes like 70 gigs or whatever, and then you have, like, I think Overwatch only takes 15, which shout out to Overwatch because they're always updating that game, and somehow it only needs 15 gigs of your save storage. What other games do I have? I think Street Fighter also took a bunch of, it took hella memory, sure, dare I say. So that's a problem. I think Street Fighter did. I'm trying to see. I don't think Yakuza took much. But no, GTA and Grand Theft Auto 5, they took a lot. And then because I do that's what I should have done today. The PlayStation Plus games. Because I play those, I'm always downloading them, and then I leave them on my console and I forget, and then they're just taking up a whole bunch of space. So I had to delete like the little ones, War Children, whatever that stupid game was that I played that one time. I had to delete that. Deleted that the day the tentacle attacked or whatever the crap that was. I don't mess with that. So I will play the other ones. I have to do that at some point, probably next week. which I think is like the last week before they switch over. So I should try to do that sooner rather than later. But I'm on a roll with Pokemon right now. I'm on to episode, well, I guess I'm only on to episode 37 with this recording. But I've uploaded like 32 or 33 at this point. So it's kind of cool because I want to get through this game and then I can move on to the next thing, whatever that may be. But I don't know what that is yet. I said I want to do Sonic Adventure 2. And I might play Sonic Adventure 2 until I get bored with it. I love Sonic Adventure 2. I might do that right now. Like, I might just stop this video. Check the counter on the bottom of your screen, because if the video stops in like 30 seconds, you know what I just went to do. You know. You don't have to test it. You don't have to test it, okay? But now I might do that next, because I do have that HDMI to Wii converter, and it makes it so easy to record because I don't want to use the Hotlog. I can now just use the Elgato Game Capture HD 60 to record Sonic Adventure 2 and other games. So that'll be kind of fun. I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2 in a while. I haven't actually beaten it in way too long. So that might also have something to do with not rushing to play it, because I don't want to completely fail. The first part of the game is fine. It's just like you get to the later parts of the game and like the freaking Rouge stages are super long. They're stupid long. Alright, who has the level? No, I'm already surfing. Let's see. Anybody have the levels? Anyone have to level? I want to just level real quick. Real quick? No, we're good. We'll leave it as is. But yeah, I'm probably going to do Sonic Adventure 2 next. I'll probably do it next. I'll probably do it next, because that just makes sense. I haven't played a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 1, which I'm not going to finish, because when I stopped that game, oh my god, Big the Cat. First off, Big the Cat sucks, but then the game glitched out on one of Big the Cat's levels, which just is exacerbated the fact that I hate his levels. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, Big the Cat, I'll just play through it real quick, get to that supersonic ending, and we'll be good to go. But then the game glitches out, or the freaking Hotlog glitches out, and I'm like, I'm pissed because now I have to play through all of Big the Cat's story again, and then I have to freaking record with the Hotlog. So no, we're not doing that. Sonic Adventure died. It's over. But I also kind of want to play Sonic Heroes. If I did Sonic Heroes, though, I might only do 1 or 2 playthroughs. I'm not playing through the whole game 4 times. I always talk about how much I love that game, and I do. I love Sonic Heroes. That was the game. Like, when I was like, what, that game came out in 2003? I was probably like 10 years old. Every Saturday, rec basketball, cereal, freaking Sonic Heroes, and freaking Shaolin Showdown, and Pokemon anime. Like, that was the life. That was the life back then. Simplicity. I mean, things haven't gotten that much crazier because Sucker works from home now. I can do this junk whenever I want. But nah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Those were the days. I miss Sonic Adventure. I miss Sonic Heroes. Like, I don't know what it was about that game, because gameplay-wise, Sonic Adventure 2 is way better. Sonic Adventure 2 is loads, it's oodles, dare I say oodles, better than Sonic Heroes. Like, just, the controls are crispier, they're tighter, but I need to switch. What am I doing here? I'm just sitting here getting booped on the face. But Sonic Heroes, I think it's because Sonic Adventure was kind of dark, both in terms of story, in terms of shadow, like, relatively speaking. But I think Sonic Adventure 2 is kind of like the where we see Shadow the Hedgehog, like the game, come from. Whereas I think that Sonic Heroes was trying to bring the series back to its lighthearted. You know, it's not like crazy into the world, but you know, the color palette was brighter and the freaking levels were sillier. It just, I don't know. I like it. Can we not? Wait, what? Let me see here. Oh, I was confused. Okay, I saw it didn't affect, and I thought that... Oh, I died. Okay, that's cool. I thought that Dragon Breath didn't affect Chinchou. I'm like, is Chinchou fairy now? Is he freaking fairy now? Alright, let's go, Majima Goro. I really have to go back and play Yakuza. I might do a Yakuza playthrough. Would I be wrong to do a Yakuza playthrough? Like, that game is freaking 38 hours. I might do that, though. I'm liable to do that. It would take forever because I'm not trying to play through that game super quick on the Redux, because I just beat that game like 2-3 weeks ago. But I'm liable to do that because Yakuza 0 was so fun. But I'd probably cut out a lot. Like, I would probably not show you everything. Because why would I want to play through the whole game front to back? Because that's a 40-hour excursion. That's a 40-hour jaunt. And then there's hella cutscenes. There's hella cutscenes, okay? So, I'd be sitting there watching mad cutscenes. The cutscenes are great, by the way. The cutscenes are phenomenal. But if I show all the cutscenes and I show all the innocuous fights, then that's a lot of gameplay. I do think I could speed through it, and I think New Game Plus, you actually keep a lot of your data. I don't know if you keep your stats and whatnot. Oh god, we're falling apart here. We're falling apart out here. I knew she was going to turn that way. They all ogle me. Ogle me? Oglethorpe? What is that from? Is that like a Final Fantasy boss or something? I don't know. Speaking of Final Fantasy, alright, 5 days from now we have the new update, which is kind of interesting. I'll let mine update. I still have to finish check clicking. I'll probably never finish that game now. I probably won't never finish that game. Because it's so stupid. Like, it's just boring. I don't care. I don't care. I rushed through the game, got to the point where you are Noctis only, and then I'm like, crap, I don't want to do this. So, it kind of sucks, because honestly, but okay, speaking of Final Fantasy, what I was going to segue from Final Fantasy is Nier. I'm like 15 hours into that game now. The game is beautiful. The game is amazing. It makes you think. It gives you feelings. It makes you feel emotions that you weren't sure that you should be feeling, but you feel them because you're playing as freaking androids who don't have feelings, so you have more feelings because of that. That game is crazy, right? So, I won't spoil anything, because like I said, I'm about 15 hours in. I got to the good part. I'm at the juicy part, dare I say. But, yeah, we'll fight both these guys. Why not? That game, I think it's better than Final Fantasy 15. Honestly, gameplay-wise, worlds better. Worlds better. Worlds better. It's Final Fantasy worlds better, okay? It's amazing, because the controls, like, okay, so you have the pod, who can do long-range attacks. That's bound to your right bumper or your R, well, I guess it's not on Xbox, so it's bound to your R1 trigger. So you can hold that junk, and you can still do melee combat. You can still do hand-to-hand fisticuffs. You can still fight people. So I can home in on you with auto-locking missiles, and I can still body you man-to-man. Like, it's crazy. So I can kill you that much faster. It's beautiful. Stockpile. No, I'm not deleting 4 moves for Stockpile. I'm sorry. Just to interrupt for a second. Stockpile, yes. He'll learn 3 moves here. Stockpile, Spit Up, and Swallow. They are all joint unified. They are kind of the, I guess you could say they're the signature moves of this evolutionary line. Basically, Stockpile, you stock up. I wanted to make sure I hit the right buttons there. Stockpile, where it is. It's kind of like he is beefing himself up. Kind of like a Harden, but it doesn't change the defense. James Harden has no defense. But yeah, it's kind of like Harden, where you just kind of take a turn, wait, whatever, or like a bide even. It's basically bide. But the difference is it's not based on the attacks you endure. It's like he gets a +1 to attack or whatever. And every time you do, I think you can stockpile up to 5, and then you can either swallow, and then he regains a portion of his health, which increases, I guess, exponentially as you stockpile more. Or you can do Spit Up, where it damages, and it's cool. I think it's a cool idea. It makes sense because you got Gulpin, this gluttonous fat boy who swallows everything. Like, I think that's great, but it's a waste because you need three move slots if you want to take, because you can't just have Swallow by itself or Stockpile, because Stockpile, it might raise defense, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And then you have Spit Up, which is an attack, but you may as well just use Strength, because then you get the set power without having to have Strength, without having to stockpile. And then Swallow's cool because it's kind of like Rest and you don't go to sleep, but again, you need to take 2 move slots. So it's kind of cool if you have like a 7th Pokemon that you'd like to swap out for your team. You might want to have Gulpin or Swalot as that 7th Pokemon, and then just, you know, throw him in there when you want to tank a little bit. I think it adds to his tankiness, yes, but it's not worth it. We don't do that. But shoutouts to Horsey. Horsey's the GOAT. Look at Horsey. Horsey's so adorable. Horsey's adorable. I want a Horsey. If I had a pet, I'd have like a terrarium, like an aquarium in my house. It would have a Horsey. It would have a freaking Love-Disc, because Love-Disc gets no love, because Love-Disc is a single evolutionary Pokemon that sucks. It would have like a freaking Suncurrent on the side, because Suncurrent gets no love. Wouldn't even evolve them, because I'm not wasting a Sunstone on you. Because Sunflora sucks too. What else would my terrarium have? It would have a freaking, it would have Galvantula. What's the Joltik? Joltik's adorable. Joltik from Gen 5. I'm currently watching Scope's playthrough of Joltik of Pokemon White. By the way, I love Pokemon Black and White. I know I mention it all the time. Pokemon Black and White are amazing. Go watch that playthrough. If I had the means, I would totally record Pokemon Black and White, because those games, Those games, I tell you all the time, they are the pinnacle of Pokemon games. Like they're open world enough, they're expansive enough where you feel like you're on an adventure, but they're linear enough where you don't get so sidetracked that you're doing extraneous things like walking around Lumio City with nothing going on. All right, this is probably the last battle, so we're gonna swap back to. I'll just take it, Pooh. Actually, just go. I'm gonna fight these guys. The rest of these guys on screen. Here we are, Pacifidlog Town. It has the Lily Cove music, which I think is fitting. I think it's fitting. Okay, I understand. Lily Cove, Pacifidlog, they're kind of one and the same. They're really scenic towns. But Lily Cove, like, that's just a beautiful song. You can't just throw it on anything. Especially considering, what's it called? Slateport doesn't share its music with anybody, and neither does Fall Arbor. Like, okay, if Slateport and Fall Arbor can have unique tracks, I think Pacifidlog and Lily Cove should have unique tracks. They just should. Plain and simple as that. But other than that, this is a nice little town. It's quaint. We'll talk to people. Mirage Island. It must become visible and invisible depending on the weather. So basically this house, this guy, if you talk to him and have a working clock, I can't see Mirage Island today. Where we just came from on Route 130 and 131, there'll be an island right between there to the east of here. And you can find one Pokemon, Wynot, which is the pre-evolved form of Wobbuffet. You can actually get a Wynot egg, which... Here's the thing. Okay, that egg that we have, first and foremost, let me just say this. That egg that we have, right? I originally thought, because the first Pokemon, when I did that, the first Pokemon, I think like the first or second time I ever got a Wobbuffet, second times I ever played this game, I got Wynot eggs both times, and I'm pretty sure you can get other baby Pokemon through those eggs. So I just assumed that that egg was always a Wobbuffet. But turns out that's one of the only other ways you can get Wynot. I'm sorry, the egg's not a Wobbuffet, it's a Wynot. So it's just interesting because I never saw the appeal to Mirage Island, but you can catch Wobbuffet there. Oh, who are you? Talk to me. Clearly likes me. Give me some. Team 27 return. We got another one of those. People give those out like gangbusters in this game. That's kind of cool. Let me check actually. Bag. Yeah, we have 2 of them. That's awesome. That's because they're so happy that you can freaking... Well, I guess they had happiness stat in the last game too. But yeah, so Mirage Island, you can get that, and you can get like the special berry. I don't even know what the berry does. But I think there's someone on this town who actually tells you that the reason why this town's floating is because of Corsola. There's a school of Corsola underneath the town. Tell me something. No one tells me that. Okay, someone tells me that. And it's kind of neat, but you can't find Corsola in the wild here. I think you can fish off the side of these things, but you can't actually fish. I came from Yes Town. Never heard of that. No, that doesn't make any sense. You have to come. You're funny. It's a little silly. I don't understand the relevance of that guy because it doesn't make sense. I understand it's supposed to be like, the protagonist doesn't talk. It's kind of like an inside joke because he only, I guess, shakes his head up and down or left and right for yes and no, respectively. But it's a little silly. In the Hoenn region, there are these 3 Pokemon that represent the power of rock, ice, and steel. Each of them is said to hide away deep inside of caves. That's the story I heard when I was just a little kid. Yeah, we'll get to that actually eventually. Yeah, I guess nobody tells you. Maybe in the Pokemon Center, I have to heal anyway. But what we're going to do, I'm actually going to heal up. And instead of cutting the video right now, I'm probably just going to keep going for a quick minute. Because there's one other route to the left of us, to the west of us, that you can explore. And it's kind of unique, and not really. It's interesting enough. Talk to me. Yes, here you go. Pacifidlog Town floats on top of a colony of Corsola. If I told you that, would you believe? Yeah, I'm going to believe you, because that's what the game guide says. I do think it's cool. This is kind of where Pokemon towns start to really embrace the mythology of things. They did it a little bit in Ecruteak City or whatnot, but this game, I think you really start to feel the mythology and the mythos behind areas come to light, and it's only expanded upon in the next game in Sinnoh. There's a lot of mythology there, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, Max Recall, are we up? Yeah, we're up. So this route's kind of interesting. I'll show you on the Hoenn map. It leads right to Slateport. It's kind of long, but it's actually not that long at all because it has these currents, which, not holding the button, it sends you in the direction that they're facing. Have we seen that before? I don't even know, but let's, sure, we'll fight here. Let's fight. there's actually something very important here. Not important to the story, but important to post-game. So if we're so inclined, if I'm so inclined, I might do it. I'll probably do it because I want to keep playing this game. But it might be kind of like that thing I said I'd do in Sonic Adventure or Sonic CD. I was like, oh, I'm going to do this and record a bonus episode, and I'm probably never going to record a bonus episode because I got time for that. But I do want to catch some of the optional pokes and the optional side quests and whatnot. I think they're kind of cool, so I might do that. Love Disc? We'll just stay with Bran. Why not? I really do have to fight all these guys because it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. The Elite Four and the next gym in particular is gonna be rough because I only have 2 Pokemon that are actually decent against water types, and you know, because they're water types, next gym is gonna have some Ice Beam. They have to. I think they have Ice Beam. Somebody has Ice Beam on that. So I know that Goro, Majima, Cacturne won't be doing so hot with them with the next gym. So we'll see how it goes. It might not go so well, but you know, we'll persevere. I will grind off screen if need be. But the cool thing, Bran does have a neat special or a strong attack stat, so it's not like I have to rely on Surf so often as I can. Oh crap! As much as I can rely on Takedown and Mud Shot. So hopefully that'll help us in the gym too. But we're not even there yet. We're not even there, so we're not going to talk about it yet. We're not even going to talk about it yet. I do intend though to evolve Flygon. Evolve Vibrava into Flygon before I get to the gym. I think that would be helpful, at least a little bit. I think that Flygon gets Dragon Claw, like right when he evolves. It might be level 55, but I think level 55 is outrage. So hopefully he gets Dragon Claw, and it's, you know, that's a great attacking move. So I will take that. I will take that all the way to the bank, honey. All the way to the bank. Oh, let's go. We got an item. What do we get? Rare candy. Oh, let's go. Can I? Oh, Pooh Bear did level up. Okay, so we'll switch to Chubbs. Switch to Chubbs like Draymond. Only trying to find these guys. Oh, I can't. It won't go. Won't let me go down there. That's buns. You have to do this route multiple times to get those trains. That sucks. That's straight trash, B. Straight trash. I think that those little sandbars, though, that you see with nothing on them, I'm pretty sure that they have... Sneak this? No, we'll talk to you. I'm pretty sure they have hidden items on them, so it's worth it if you really want to come back. There might be a rare candy, might be a PP up. But, I mean, those is really... Like, PP ups are really the only items that I find super necessary. Because even in the Elite Four... Max ethers and stuff, you can't buy those, you know, can't buy that, but I mean, as long as you have like a freaking whatchamacallit, healing items, you'll never really run out of PP. Like, I've never really run out of all my PP to the point, like, if, let's say I have Ice Beam, and it's only 10 PP on that, I mean, you only use it on the Pokemon that's super effective against. You're not gonna waste it. Don't waste it, bro. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Now, I am actually kind of worried about the Elite Four. That is going to be a real trial. It's going to be a real trial and testament. I think we're kind of type matched appropriately, I think. But not so much. It's not going to be that great. It's actually going to be terrible. I just feel like my starter is the real problem. If I should have picked anyone, I should have gone with Torchic because his fighting moves. But we have a fighter, so that's good. Yeah, I guess what's his face is okay. I really just need to get Earthquake on Swampert. That'll be helpful. I think he learns it naturally, but it might not be like level 70 or something, so if I can find a TM, I will definitely do that. The TM actually might be in Victory Road, because that's normally where they put that. That's normally where they put that. You know, normally, Norman, like our father. Oh, 23 minutes? Why not? We'll just go in. Just go in. Just commit. Just commit. Just commit. And back out, back out, back out. Come on now. Talk to me. Even those Pokemon that can swim are carried along by the rapid currents. I wonder if like a Whalmer or a Wailord or something would get carried by the current. Like, that thing is like freaking 800 tons. Like, that's a huge Pokemon. But the current knows no bounds. I always liked Staryu. Staryu, I mean, okay, I always liked it from the anime because he would go, "Hey!" when you come out as Pokemon, like Pokeball. Like, that was kind of cool. And he had that red jewel, and you know red's my favorite color. But Staryu, I just feel like he's that Pokemon that just doesn't get any love. Because Starmie is legit amazing. Water Psychic? He can use special attacks like nobody's business. Like, I mess with that. Staryu's the GOAT. Or Starmie's the GOAT, but Staryu, he's just like, nah, as soon as you evolve him, as soon as you get that water stone, throw it on him. That's what I really want to do. I might actually, I'll do Sonic Adventure 2 next, but I'm actually going to do some, I want to play Pokemon Yellow, like OG Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow, probably like Blue, because if I played Yellow, I'd be so tempted to have to use Charmander and freaking Bulbasaur and Squirtle, and that's no fun. Like, it's cool, but you can't always just use those pokes. You have to branch out. But I love those games. Those games, I have such good memories of those games. I mean, I think everyone does, but Pokemon Yellow was such a great game. It's like you felt like you were the anime character. You felt like you were Ash Ketchum, and then like it had color. It had color, unlike the first games. Those were amazing. You get to freaking Celadon City, it's green. You get to freaking Lavender Town, it's freaking lavender. Like, what is that? My mind couldn't comprehend how that was possible, considering the last games were in black and white. It's actually kind of funny because originally I had a green. I can see it right in front of me too. A green Game Boy Color, which was my OG handheld system. Surprisingly, I actually ended up with a Sega Game Gear like 20 years later. I got that like 2 years ago. It was kind of crazy. I don't even know how I ended up with it, but yeah. So I always had the Game Boy. I had the Game Boy Color, and then Pokemon Gold. Like, I had Pokemon Silver, and I think Pokemon Crystal at that point. But then I go to the freaking Funko Land. I don't know if you remember that store. It used to be in malls in America. I think Canada too. Funko Land. It was basically a GameStop, but it had, like, I think it had arcade machines in there too. Like, it would have some kind of arcade machines, and it was kind of neat because you could play games, you could buy games, trade in games. Had a lot of used games, obviously. So it was neat. And I went there, and I already had a Game Boy Color. I had two Game Boy Colors actually, because I had purchased there it is. A gold and silver, the gold and silver edition of the Game Boy Color with Pikachu on the like the little battery terminal. Like, that was just so legit. I had to have it, so I saved my money, bought that. So I had two Game Boy Colors at the time. Went with my grandmother, and she bought me a Game Boy Pocket and freaking Pokemon Gold. And it was like a used Game Boy Pocket, so the battery connector, the battery door was held on by a piece of tape. But I was so happy because I felt like such an OG. I was like, yo, I have a Game Boy Pocket. That came before the Color. I wasn't even born when the Pocket came out. I don't think. I might have actually. It might have come out shortly after I was born. Neither here nor there. But that was so legit, and I still have it. It still works. Right now it has Pokemon Blue in the cartridge slot, which is kind of cool. That game actually has my original Pokemon file. It has like Zapdos was on my team. Freaking Mewtwo was on my team. Like, I'm surprised the battery hasn't run out for that. And Pokemon Crystal, the battery still works for that. I was playing that a couple years ago, actually, on the Game Boy SP, which was such a good time. The only other Game Boy Advance game that I would really want to play for the channel would be Mario Tennis. Super Tour, whatever it's called. That game is amazing. That might be one of my favorite Game Boy games of all time. Easily. I've played that so much. I played it so much. I actually stole it from Omar, who you've seen featured on my channel when he was younger. He was like, I'm done with it. And I was like, really? And so I just took it and never gave it back. He doesn't really want it back. He didn't really like the game, but I guess I didn't steal it. I just commandeered it. Tree. Look at that. That's so stupid. It's a tree. It's a tree because the game, it's a tree. So here we are, back in Slateport. Lovely music. Lovely music. We're going to get off here. 28 minutes, that's long enough. Next time, let's look at the map. I will actually fight a lot of these trainers on Route 131, 29, 27, all that stuff. Fight those guys off screen. We're actually going to go to Sootopolis City. And you don't see the layout because we've never been there. So, last city before Evergrande, the Ariana Grande. Last city before Evergrande City, and we will take on whatever is in store for us there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.